What is evil? From your Darth Vaders to your The Man from Bambi, evil has always been an exciting concept that one can cheer on to be defeated, or perhaps reflect upon one's darker side, showcased in the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde scenario. Evil characters like Hannibal Lecter or the White Man from Pocahontas,
These white men are dangerous.
have grown into their evil over years of psychological and physical damage. But in this video, we will look into the eyes of evil from the root of its beginnings. Children who are themselves evil. To dissect the wide spectrum of evil children in movies, we will explore 4 categories, ranging from obvious evil, possibly good evil, to abstract evil. Let's begin.
When I think of the true nature of an evil child, my mind reels to its true essence. A child that chooses to be evil.
Not by nature, not by nurture, but by greed, revenge, and petty revenge. A prime example of such a character would be Scrappy-Doo from James's Guns' 2002's Scrooby-Dooby movie, as exampled here.
Puppy power! Ta-da!
Oh God, he's peeing on me!
A character that self-justifies to kill and soul-suck, all over being kicked out of the Scooby game. His murderous reasoning might have been understood if properly diagnosed, but sadly, James Gunn provided none of that, which places Scrappy-Doo as the most evil child, or in this case, puppy, in cinema. A more realistic example of children choosing to be evil are
Scrappy-Dappy-Doo!
Nazi children. Though there is an argument to be made that it was brainwashing, the specific example of Rolf Gruber in The Sound of Music shows that you can choose to go one way or the other. For him choosing to blow that whistle on the Von Trapps, it concreted his alliance with the Nazis over the love of Lisa Von Trapp. The choice of doing an evil act is what can define you as an evil person. But a larger example of evil children in movies are those that are born evil. Children without any rhyme or reason besides the chemical reaction in their brains. The most famous example being Rhoda Pennymark from 1956's The Bad Seed, a pigtailed, preppy little girl that knows that she is doing harm, but has no remorse, for she will do anything to get her way. It is only through an act of God that stops her, which might be evidence she could also have been demonic. Other examples of naturally evil children who are more antagonistic would be toy-mutilating Sid from Toy Story, Part 1. Or insanity Charles Grodin causer Clifford from Clifford.
You can't do it for more than a few seconds. Look at me like a human boy. Don't
But I'd
mess
be
around
remiss
with me.
if I didn't mention Cozy Glow from My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. Luckily, Cozy Glow was turned into stone for all eternity. Harsh, but fair. Where there is naturally occurring evil children, there must also be nurturally evil children. Children who, through bad parental upbringing or adolescent trauma, causes them to harm their fellow human being in ways that cinema can only paint. Whether it's children with knives being raised by other murderers, like in Spider Baby, or the maddest story ever told. Or children raised on racist ideology, like the racist kids in A Bronx Tale. Or children raised with general human disdain, like the ugly stepchildren in 1950's Cinderella. Though come on, ugly is subjective, and Anastasia did turn herself around with love from the baker in Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True. Come on now.
Okay.
We hate to love or love to hate evil children of their own volition. But children designed or possessed need a little more sympathy when criticizing them on their evil status. It ain't their fault.
It's not your fault.
The grayest of evil children in the gray zone are possessed children. These are alright kids that have lost control to any variety of no good spirits. Like an evil person's soul, much like 1961's The Innocents, or possessed by the spirit of an evil entity, like Slappy the Dummy in Goosebumps' Bride of the Living Dummy, which scared the living crap out of me, Zachary Ferguson. A more remembered version of the possessed child trope is by a demon or Satan themselves. The corruption of the innocents by the bowels of hell makes for good cinema, but not so good for the kids. Worry not, for a troubled priest and a crazed William Friedkin usually fixes that right up. A supernatural possession can be frightening, but the more real-life version of manipulation via brainwashing can seem a whole lot scarier. Molding the mind to corrode common sense and redirect a young person's values to achieve the evil manipulator's goals. A perfect example of this was how Charlie and Itchy from All Dogs Go to Heaven twisted the mind of poor Anna Marie into performing insider horse gambling, thus throwing off the odds for the rest of the gamblers. Luckily, Charlie did go to hell. For like about 2 minutes.
It's hard to explain. May I speak to your superior?
Cults and other fringe religious sects are a fun and playful form of brainwashing when molding to corrupt a child in cinema. From the sacrificial cults like in The Wicker Man and Children of the Corn, to cannibalistic ringleaders from Beware, Children at Play, and of course whistleblowing Nazis. Now we get even grayer in our gray zone, for we slide into the category of evil creature children. It is true that the little girl from George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead did eat her dad and kill and eat her mom, but these are just zombie inhibitions. This would also go for the little slashing boy from Pet Sematary, or sometimes.
That is better.
Though the act of killing living humans would place both of them in the camp of evil creatures from those less pro-zombie. It's not all their fault, since zombies do be eating. A different take on the evil zombie child is a child who is born a zombie creature instead of turned into one, for it is best showcased by the Looney Tune-ish zombie baby from Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, or in New Zealand, Brain Dead.